Om Shanti. Good morning, all of you. Welcome to our session of Let's Meditate this morning. And we have been on journey of spiritual alphabets. And today we are doing a recap of basically alphabet G. Previously we did generosity, but now we are taking another aspect of alphabet G, that is gratitude. And to take us on this journey, we have with us Sister Ritu. Welcome, dear sister. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, good morning.
Good morning. Over to you.
So let's start, explore our journey of gratitude. Very, very relaxed, very comfortable. Little time for your own self. Away from everything outside. Your own time. In our life's journey, there are so many experiences that we've had. Let's today walk that journey again in our mind. From my childhood to my current situation, let's in our mind walk that journey again. It's so beautiful to relive some of those very cherished moments in our mind again. Let's slowly scan in our mind the beautiful journey. life experiences. You are an abundant tree. You're a full tree with various experiences. Only a tree which has so many branches can give shelter to others. And so, your life's experiences will give that light, will give that shelter to others whom you connect. So, allow these experiences blessings to become a part of you. You know that this invisible companion has been with you through your journey of this life or any of your previous lives. You've remembered him Move your feet a little bit. Move your fingers a little bit. But continue to experience that blessing in your mind. That is what you choose to focus your attention on, all the blessings that you have. Become aware of your surroundings, the place where you are, and a beautiful aura that you created around yourself, which is filling your entire space, your mind space and the space outside, full of these beautiful vibrations of gratitude and blessings. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So, reminder for our day that we are blessed being. With all that we have, we choose to look at the blessings of our life. And when we look at the blessings of our life, we'll always be thankful. So, I'm a blessed being. That's the reminder for our day. Thank you. Om Shanti.
So let us hold this moment of silence for a few minutes. A real feeling of gratitude for everybody across the globe. So thank you, sister, for taking us on this journey. And it has been really lovely to have you with us for last couple of days.
We had a great time. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thanks to all the participants, for being with us for the last couple of days.
Thank you so much. So now I open the floor to all the participants. If they have any questions, please feel free to send on the chat window and we will answer it right away. If you have any questions, any feedback, please feel free to go ahead.
Anju sister is raising her hand.
You can speak, Anju. I have unmuted you.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sister, I just would like to know. I mean, I understand that I am on my journey and my children are also on my journey, but their each failure disturbs me. They are learning lessons of their life and are learning to handle challenges of life. But their each problem and challenge disturbs me and fills me with fear. From the formation of a powerful soul, I become a fearful soul. I want everything perfect for them, but then it fills me with fear. I want them to handle everything in life perfectly. Please guide. How do I train my mind to let go of this worry and fear?
Okay, so it requires some amount of practice because we've conditioned ourselves for so many years, maybe so many births, past couple of births, that our relations, our family, our people, and the conditioning that we do is we have to ensure that they get, they do things in a right way. So it's a conditioning which is long, so it may require a little practice. But what I understand from your question is that you've already taken that first step of being aware that they are on their journey. So that first step is really very, very critical, which you've already taken. And I would like to congratulate you for that, for taking that first step. Because, not many of us are really even aware that, they are souls and they are on their journey, and I need to allow them. I can only facilitate, like a gardener. What a gardener does is, you know, gives all that the trees and the garden requires, but tree grows at its own pace. The tree doesn't grow as per what the gardener would want them to grow. So that's a realization that spirituality, or this knowledge that they are souls and they are on their journey, that gives us. So one is being aware about that fact, keep reminding ourselves about that fact that they are souls and they are on their journey. What you can additionally do is, possibly I'm doing this only while there is something that goes wrong, and I try to remind myself, oh no, they're on their souls and they're on their journey. So not just at that time, if I can detach from that situation every day for some time and remind myself, I'm a soul, I'm a being on my journey, I have had my experiences, failures, challenges, and I've still been okay. That reminder to myself will send that. So here what is happening is, because I'm very disturbed, I'm very I'm at discomfort, and I'm constantly thinking that oh, what will happen if they fail, what will happen if they don't do things right. So in fact, they are becoming even more weaker to not be able to handle the failures in a right way. What we actually need to teach them is it's okay to fail. It's perfectly fine to fail. I'm not saying we keep failing, but at least all of us know that we'll have some failures in our lives, right? Whose life has been free of failures? Biggest of people have failed in their life. In fact, failure teaches us more than success does, is something that all of us are aware, right? So giving them that confidence that it's okay to fail. If you fail, you can fall back on me. I will not get disturbed if you fail. You will have my back. I am there to support you in case you fail. That's the comfort we need to give to those children, because they will fail at times, and it's okay to fail. It's really okay. Yeah. So reminder to ourselves, one, that it's okay to fail. We've all failed in our lives at some point in time. We make effort to do better, but that effort will happen only when we are not in that frame of fear. And that confidence you need to give them, that strength you need to become for them. Because right now is when they are programming their belief system about life. If they have this belief system that failure is fearful, failure is dreadful, it'll become very difficult in their journey. So one, make yourself even more stronger, become aware, take that time every day out, not just when things go wrong and reminding yourself that, oh, they're souls on their journey, but do that every day. Little time. Morning when you wake up, That subtle reminder that they are souls, I am being on my journey. My role is as a gardener to give them all that they need, give them the guidance that they need, but then allow that reminder, which, every day in the morning, which will program your subconscious to let go of those, conditionings that we've done. So morning and evening, best time, of course, as we wake up and while we go to bed, best time we can program ourselves. While you keep doing this, you will realize that impression of those old conditioning of holding, situations and people will slowly reduce. It takes time, it takes effort, but good thing is you are on that journey and you are aware, so that, you know keep making that awareness a little more stronger.
Thank you, sister. I hope you got your answer, Anju. Okay, next question I have from Mahesh. Okay, yeah, Mahesh has sent a question. My children have started doing meditation with me in the evening. How do I take them or guide them so that they understand gradually? They are very small, 9 to 6 years old.
So for children, we usually recommend very creative form of meditation. It's like, what we did today is more of a creative form of meditation where you associate with something that you know. So you take them from known to unknown, right? Mind is not something that children have been taught in schools, or we also as a parent may not have given lot of input since their childhood, and it's something that they can't see, right? So initially when we start our meditation journey, or for children, when we help them meditate, it's good to take for them from known to unknown. Like today what we did is we saw tree, there are roots, there is trunk, there are branches, there are these leaves, and from there we connected to each of the soul's values, right? So going from known to unknown, it helps them visualize better, and when they're able to visualize better, it helps them experience. Another thing for children, what we can do is because children have a lot of energy, they have lot of this lot of energy in that sense to run around and do things, to involve, to look at things. So they're very curious minds, right? So not just make them sit and do meditation, you can actually tell them that, today we didn't do that because most of us are adult. I don't know which space you are in. Physical workshops that we do, we actually make people stand while we do this today's exercise. We make them stand, we feel, help them feel that their feet is very grounded. We help, make them open their arms like the branches of tree, and we, do all sorts of things. So involving experience through, doing something is also what will make children enjoy meditation more. Yeah. And like we saw in the previous question, that it's okay, they will choose. What you can do is you can offer, you can offer them what's best for them, but it's good to at times allow them to choose. Okay, there may be days when they say, okay, we don't want to do it. Yeah. So yeah, offer them what's best for them and give them a little space. Because if, for our children, we end up making all the decisions, you may get that short term thing that you have decided for them, but in their life's journey their decisions would not, they'll not be able to make decisions. So help them in their journey, make them do it for 3 days, fourth day offer them and let them decide. So they're in their journey in long term, they kind of are able to evaluate what they want to do. They're able to evaluate and make decisions. They're not so confused of kya karu, right? So it's good to offer at times and allow. And of course, because they are high on energy, involve them in doing things which are meditative, involve them in planting, involve them, uh, uh, engage them with, maybe, of course not now, but later on when the lockdown and everything is okay, maybe get them to, experience what nature is, help them play with sand. Sand is like a therapy actually. We used to do that in our childhood days. We used to go to this chopati, and though it was not very clean and nice, but that sand is actually like a therapy. Today we've become so cautious, ye nahi karna hai, wo nahi karna hai. And somewhere in that, we are not allowing them to explore nature as much, is what I have at times seen. So allow them to explore nature. Nature itself is very therapeutic. So mentally and emotionally they'll become more, that emotions will be more stable. And of course, we have these workshops which are going on for children also, a lot of online programs which help them understand emotions better, help them to express their emotions well. Children actually express in two ways. One is either they get eye mad or they get eye sad, right? So when the child is embarrassed, let's say, something goes wrong in school, something that he said didn't go right, so allow them to understand that each emotion is different. It's not always crying or getting angry. If you are embarrassed, help them understand what embarrassment is. When they understand, they'll be able to, they'll become emotionally more intelligent, and at the same time they'll be able to handle emotions well. If they are emotionally intelligent, they're aware, so then they'll be able to handle as well. So as a parent, you can help them understand different emotions, what we experience through different emotions. You have two children, if what I understood correctly. You can make them play some emotional charades. You give them some chits which has some emotion, make them express that emotion. And now ask the group, okay, what do you think, how do you express this? Do you express this by crying, or do you express it in another way? So different games, different engagements which will help them understand their emotions well. And so by doing that, you help them channelize emotions also very beautifully. That's another aspect of helping your children become emotionally more stronger. Yeah.
I think many valid points you have shared, sister. And the underlying thing was to bring them from known to unknown, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you. Uh, Shubhati, you want to ask? I can unmute you. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and speak out.
Om Shanti, sister. Can
Shanti.
you hear me?
Yes. Loud
Okay.
and clear.
Actually, you can hear me?
Yes, yes. Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Actually, sister, I've got an adult child. So, but he's my son. Actually, he falls into depression very frequently. So the thing is that, uh, you know, as you know, doctor cannot do operation. Same with the teachers and the mothers. So he cannot come out of it. And I cannot say I send him through WhatsApp also the this YouTube ones which are now there through Facebook to his mobile, though we are there in the other room, because when he says, he gives me all the answers, because I'm into this practice since I think more than a decade, but he also knows about it. But sometimes when he meets the failure, he cannot accept it, and right now he is into a very depressing state. What he wants, he cannot get it. Actually, that there he is totally down. So how to handle him?
What's the age of the child?
He's my child. He's no more a child. He's 27.
Sure.
Actually, there is a breakdown in his job, in his business, all these things. Now he is just in a closed door. What am I do?
Sure.
He keeps himself inside the room. And when I just want to share all this, then he says, I know everything. Please go out. Please go out. Let me be alone. So how to handle him?
Right. So the first thing is not push them for meditation at this point in time, because
Hmm.
even when normally we are disturbed, it's difficult to focus, it's difficult to concentrate, and especially when you are in that thought process of rejection, thought process of uh, lot of challenges that you may be experiencing in your mind, meditation immediately may make them even more frustrated.
You're absolutely correct. When I'm talking, well, let me give some time. Let me give some time, then I'll come back. But I cannot do anything now.
Correct. And he's absolutely right. Yeah. And it's not just for him. At times when we go through, some emotional turmoil, it takes time. It's not, it require, if we've practiced meditation for long time, then it's easy to even in that state practice, meditation. But we can't push somebody to start meditating when they are disturbed. So first thing is, don't push them for meditation right now. Better thing is to involve them in some activity which makes them feel engaged, they're mentally engaged in something, and make them feel valued by whatever little things you can do. Even if job is not there, we are all fine, we are all at home, you're so valued, you're so loved, right?
Hmm.
That comfort is what he needs right now, not that you're getting disturbed, that he is not going through emotional, that stability, not that he
Hmm.
doesn't have a job, nothing. You're still valued, you're valued irrespective of you having a job or not having a job, you're valued irrespective of anything outside. Why? Because you are a very special person in our lives. That's the comfort possibly they may need. There may be times when they again get into, a mode where they don't understand or appreciate what you are doing for them, but it's okay. Allow them and see if they need some kind of, you know, uh, maybe an expert who can talk to them and understand what thought processes are getting him into that state. Yeah. So
Yes, actually, he won't go to the counselor because he himself knows everything. He studies a lot, and he has many friends who are psychologists. My friends are also like senior psychotherapists and all this. But thing is that right now he's totally in a sea. He was into meditation. He used to do the meditation. Now he's totally so. I'll do the therapy of let go for the time being.
Which means what you can guide him to do is talk to anybody whom he trusts and can open up. If we tell them, तुम इससे बात कर लो, तुम उससे बात कर लो, it will never work. It cannot work. For us also, whom do we open up? So maybe in that circle of experts that you or he may have,
Hmm.
allow him and encourage him. Don't, uh,
Actually, he's very introvert, number one, and his emotional quotient is very high.
Mhm.
So these two are, I mean, now I think let go is the best process, I think so, isn't it?
Yeah,
For the
let
time.
go. Yes, absolutely. Let go of basically those belief systems that, you have to have this, you have to do this, only then you are not a failure. Success is not about doing everything outside. Success is just being that state of mind which says I'm fine, I'm okay, irrespective of anything outside. And then you see, when you are in that state of mind, everything outside also falls in place slowly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So give them that space and comfort, and tell them
Hmm.
that they are valued irrespective of job being there or not being there. Give them that comfort. That's the role that you may have at this point in time. Of course,
Hmm.
it's the soul's choice to slowly accept that belief, right? But
Hmm.
your behavior, through your behavior, you can only make them feel valued. And
Hmm.
second, maybe encourage him to talk to somebody whom he can trust, whom he has that comfort, because you said you already have some.
He cannot share. He cannot share with
Hmm.
nobody. He has so many friends. He will solve the problem of his friends, but he cannot share his problems with his friend. I am the only friend with whom he can share. That also today he is unable, because we have spoken about it. And that is where I'm just meditating and taking Baba's vibration and trying to, I mean, uplift him. That is the only way I think I have, and I want a suggestion from you. That is where I am. And he actually, problem like that, he cannot value himself. He himself cannot value him. Understood what I want to say?
Yeah.
He thinks
So,
that he is worthless.
right. So maybe, see, there are no A plus B solution to emotional
Hmm.
situations. All of us are aware, right? So emotions are very unpredictable. They're very
Exactly.